Hey guys, Dino here with what's going to be 100 days of Minecraft! Obviously, I'm just getting started, but if you just look around, we're in a nice and frosty place, and if you guys know me, you know I love spruce biomes, so I say this is a good start. I think I'm gonna settle over there, unless I get got by powdered snow before that. As you can see, that has happened quite a bit. So I'm just casually mining down, doing my thing, and then I see this huge old bucket of nope. I ain't dealing with that. If I settled above the deep dark on accident, if there was the deep dark over my spawn on accident, I'm gonna cry. I don't want this. I just want to mine peacefully. Ah! Yeah, this is a big old bucket of nope. Hey, my first diamonds! Nice, what day is it? It is day 2 and I already got diamonds! Yeah! So traversing the terrain above ground was kind of obnoxious because of all of that powdered snow! I almost froze way too many times basically. So I'm digging a giant tunnel to hopefully find a different biome so that I can get resources like food because I've also almost starved quite a bit. I think it's currently day 6, maybe day 4. It's only day 4. So we'll see where I end up. I'm just trying to find the better biome for resources. I still want to live in the snow though. It's really pretty. So it is day 7 and my tunneling plan did find a new biome, but the biome was the ocean. So, new plan, I'm going to head into the Nether, build a second portal far away, and hopefully that'll take me to a new biome. Well, this is suboptimal. Dang. Hey, howdy everybody! Welcome to the first of many time lapses. I thought I would take this time to explain a bit about how I'm formatting my 100 days, because I think it's pretty easy to tell already since we're on day 7 and I haven't done the day-by-day scripted over type thing. I'm formatting this more like a Let's Play episode, except it is gonna be me playing 100 days, so we'll see how that goes. I just thought it would be a lot more interesting, and it was a lot easier on me because I didn't have to keep track of every single independent day, and I also thought it'd be more entertaining for you guys because you wouldn't have to hear me constantly say, I mined, and then I mined some more, and I became a mole person. Instead, you just get little bits and clips of me being a mole person with like the fun updates, like I found diamonds, and now you get to see me digging a tunnel through the Nether, which, yeah, I mean, kind of boring, but it gives me an excuse to talk to you guys about what we're going to be doing. So expect a bunch of building, because that's what I'm known for, minimal adventure, a lot of chaos, and probably a lot of dying, because we know me, I'm Dino. Would I be entertaining if I was actually good at Minecraft? I swear I am actually good at this game, but we're going to see where this 100 days takes us, and now we're going to be building up that Nether portal. Let's go! Why is everywhere I go snow? It's just snow. I did it! I found not snow! Yeah! So I then proceeded to spend the next 20 to 30 minutes kidnapping chickens and cows through the Nether in the name of actually having a sustainable food source. That is time of my life I'm never getting back. Hey nerds, so this is when the thing I was saying about me not doing a day-by-day play-by-play is coming into effect, because we last left off on like day 9 with me being a discount Noah to animals in the Nether. I guess that's the best way to put it. And we're building this house on day 20. That is 11 days. 11 days that I did not want to subject you to literal minutes of me explaining how I dug up stone and chopped down trees and watched all of it smelt because I also had to chop down more trees to get charcoal so that I could get all of the stone I needed because I needed to put that in one of my 2 furnaces. Yeah, I didn't want to basically subject you guys to way too much time dedicated to just explaining that. I didn't think it would be fun, and I just wanted to show you guys my build, because I was like, hey, I could just show you a time-lapse of me building, which is what I am good at and what I am known for as a content creator. If you're new here, I'm a builder. That's what I stream on Twitch. That's what I do a lot of my YouTube videos on when I'm doing Minecraft. Follow, subscribe, I don't know, YouTuber stuff. But no, seriously, I really wanted to showcase my building because this is a style that my viewers don't really get to see a lot of. But it is definitely my comfort zone, I guess the best way to put it. This is the style I've been developing since I was like 9, 10 years old when I started playing Minecraft like 10, 11 years ago. So it's really fun to see how much I've improved because I really haven't touched it in the past like 2 years. I guess I've been doing content. I haven't been doing content for 2 years, but you get the idea. Since I started doing content, I haven't really touched my more medieval style of building. So I really wanted to see what I could do with my improved skills and confidence that have come with showing off more. Because when I was doing it for myself, I wasn't really feeling the desire to constantly show off my building skills. I wasn't showing them to anybody. But now that I'm making content, I'm able to kind of be more creative and free, I guess, and I'm also a lot more confident, as I said. So I really enjoyed this opportunity to try out my newfound skills in texturing, which I guess aren't really new, but they've definitely improved recently, and my block palettes have definitely gotten better recently. And I wanted to see what I could do in survival, considering, like I said, I'm more of a creative builder. I'm used to large-scale, unlimited resources, which actually comes back to bite me. Because you're gonna see me start doing the walls here in a bit. I actually over-prepared on getting all my stone and andesite I needed, but I didn't get enough white wool. So I'm gonna have to cut this time-lapse a little bit short as soon as I finish up a couple of these walls, because I need to wait on sheep. Because I need my sheep to eat grass so that I can get more building blocks. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this bit. I need this little naked fella to grow me some more wool, please. Please eat. No, don't put your face in the rock. Yeah, look at me. Eat. So that seemingly waste of my time actually turned out for my benefit, because this is, I think, one of the best roofs I've done in my opinion recently. And that's mostly because, if you know anything about me, you know I'm constantly fighting Minecraft stairs and constantly fighting building ceilings in Minecraft. They are far from my forte, and I have no joy in creating them. But I had a ton of fun building this one, because I know this style like the back of my hand. I perfected this type of roofing years ago. I can do it in my sleep, and to be honest, I probably did this when I was half asleep. So enough shameless bragging on my end. As you can see, like, classic, roundish, medieval style, taller roof, not the basic, just triangle. I like adding some shape. I also needed some shape because you're gonna see me come in with basalt, smooth basalt, and deep slate, cobbled deep slate, because I thought that this was a nice little palette, and I wanted to do this type of, like, texture all throughout, because what point would I have doing a completely textured first and second floor if I didn't also texture my roof? That would just look wonky. And while I might be known for my wonky builds, this one, I was taking too much pride in for it to be wonky. And I also, once again, didn't get enough materials for it. So yeah, we're gonna be kind of left with half a roof. But you know what? I came up with something that looked good. That's what's important, right? I came up with something that looks good. Dang it, I was so focused on making sure I had enough spruce, I forgot to check to make sure if I had enough deep slate and basalt. Or basalt, or basalt, I don't know how you pronounce it, it's a cool looking block. So I only now have half of a roof. Aw, man. There was a creeper in my house. Oops. No, I think that's my first death. First death on day 24. Dang it. You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. So this time-lapse takes place on day 30. Between the end of the last clip and now, I spent all of my time just finishing up my house and mining mostly. Then I decided that I wanted to clear out an area so I could do some more builds in the future. The very near future, actually. And then after I did all of this, I spent time making a little path around my house so I could start linking all of my builds together. I didn't do much other than that. This was just a bunch of resource grinding, honestly. So I finished building the house, but it is not decorated or detailed yet. It will be eventually, but I did make this cute path that you can't really see because it's covered in snow. But now I have that path. So if we head down here, I took off my leather boots and now I'm sinking. Yeah, but if we head down here, I'm thinking of digging out like a little cozy kind of hole here made of spruce and stone work basically, and putting my enchanter there, cause I have the stuff for an enchanting table. I just haven't placed it down yet cause I don't want to have to move it because getting silk touch is a pain. So I was lonely and bored and digging a giant hole into the side of this hill, so I decided to call Code. Code, say hello.
Hi, homeless.
I'm not homeless! I'm here to give Code a tour of my world so far. We are on day 38, I'm fairly certain. And this is my house!
There you go, Dino. That is your difference between you and Dream. People think you're adorable when you commit crime.
Stop!
You
Stop comparing me to Dream! No! Stop comparing me to Dream! You are the worst.
You love me. You invited me here. You asked me to be here like 3 times.
You asked to be here too, though.
I said I wanted to call you homeless.
Now it's kind of like, look at this. This is cute for an enchanter.
That is kind of adorable. If you didn't walk away from it so quickly at the start of inviting me here, I was going to ask if you were homeless or you were digging yourself a hole to live in.
I'm not homeless!
SeaWorld.
I have to cut that out though, Code, because they can't know any context for SeaWorld!
That was more so for you directly. You can cut that out or just like bleep out what I said.
Yeah, it's like they can't know about blah 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 yet. They can't know the context.
They can't know that bleep 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 is happening. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have told them about the context of SeaWorld, which is...
So you guys just witnessed a cutaway and a bird noise, courtesy of iCode, who actually legitimately explained the entire context to meet me at SeaWorld, which I didn't think they were gonna do. So thank you for making my editing more difficult.
You're welcome.
If you guys want to know the actual context, it has to happen specifically, but until then, if that ever happens, the only thing you're getting from me is crimes against humanity.
Specifically.
You can't say who!
Okay.
I, Dino Lore 18, am not homeless.
Yes, you are.
It was now day 42, and with Code still in call bullying me, I decided to do some more deforestations that I had more cleared land as well as building materials. Yeah, so basically our conversations consisted of, me being homeless, getting compared to Dream, many other things, SeaWorld mostly, but you're never getting context for that, unless it actually happens, which it won't, but I can dream. I actually might take a lot of the content that I have, because there was a lot I cut out and make its own separate video of just me and Code fooling around, but who knows, it depends on if you guys are interested in that or not. But anyway, I just cleared some land, flattened some land, attempted terraforming, guessed that Code was eating a peanut butter honey sandwich, you know, the usual. Well, once again, I was alone, and with no more Code to bully me, I decided to hop on in and build up a barn to keep my animals in. I was getting a little annoyed by how they were all in different spots, and some of them were in holes in the ground. I just found it irritating. So I thought a nice cute barn build was the logical next step for me. It allowed me to use all of the wood I got from deforestation. It was a lot of wood. I had barrels of the oak logs. Not oak logs, spruce logs. That's spruce. The oak comes in later. I do use oak for some detailing bits in my windows. As you can see right here, I'm building the barn roof, and I was going for a full spruce barn, but I ended up not really liking that in the final design, so I do go back and change it. You'll see that later. But for this time lapse, you'll see that the ceiling is full spruce, which is very, very awful. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I really did not like how it looked. I felt like it was way too one note. That's actually why I ended up using these oak trapdoors, because their color difference from the spruce really broke it up while still keeping that kind of shuttered window look. I didn't want to use glass panes that didn't really feel like barn-ish to me. I don't know, I'm just really proud of this. I really liked how the roof turned out. Its shape was kind of hard to nail, but once I figured it out in creative, I was able to easily copy it over here. It was really nice. I was really proud of this entire build, and I hope you guys like it too. As you can see, I even fully detailed the exterior of this one. It's very simple, very easy. It's nothing like too complex or special, but I think it looks nice, and really that's just what matters. Throwing in a couple of stairs and trapdoors to make your builds look a little bit nicer, neater, complete. Easy thing to do, and I honestly think it's something that anyone can do with their builds. Anyone can be good at building. So I hope you guys really enjoy it, because I really enjoyed building it, and now let's hop right back in to Dino on day 50. Finished the barn, and Coda's here again. Yay!
Yes, I am.
Let me get a better view of it, because I like it. I kind of think that I could have gone for like an andesite roof or something, and I still feel like maybe I can decorate the roof a bit with some more trapdoors. I don't know. I might outline the roof in stone in the future. I think I'm going to replace the outline of the roof with stone. Actually,
I think the outline would look nice.
Yeah, I'm thinking andesite, like I keep saying. I think that would look the best. Hey, I was right. It does look better with the andesite on the sides. There we go. That fixed it right up. I like it. It's cute. Also, we got a friend. So we're gonna move this ugly little wheat patch down there, and I'm gonna build a windmill to store all of my wheat so that it's closer to my barn, and also so that I have more cute stuff surrounding my house. I don't know if I said this, but it is currently day 56, I think. I'm fairly certain it's day 56, and I want to start work. You're gonna see a lot more building on clearing out this area to create maybe a small little village type thing. I mean, I'm lonely. I have no actual village or villagers or anyone around me, so I might as well just create my own little fantasy land. I don't know, I've got like almost about 40 days left. Let's see what I can do and what I can build in that time. So I just realized I forgot to start the time lapse of me building the thing. So, this is the frame, basically, and now we're gonna hop into time-lapse! Okay, so now that it's established I'm a goof, let's get into the actual build. I used a very similar, but slightly different, throwing in cobblestone and polished andesite for the gray block palette as I did my house. I also used some birch trapdoors for my detailing, because I liked the look of the white, especially considering I was gonna be using white wool for my little, like, windmill bit. I don't know what it's actually called. It's the spinny bit. I also decided that instead of just using planks for the top third bit, I wanted it to be different than the other two levels. So I used a full trapdoors thing, so it was vertical stripes instead of the horizontal. I don't know, I wanted each of the levels to be a little bit different. I thought it made it look nice. And then I also popped a little roof on this bad boy. Nothing really crazy, just simple. Popped a couple trapdoors on it as well, just to break it up. I don't know. I'm not the best at roofs, I'm not the best at explaining, but here is my finished windmill. Okay, so the wheat is planted and the windmill is done. And I think it looks really cute. I think that it is a lovely addition to my other builds. I think it matches up really nice, especially considering I mixed in that different stone that I used on my house, while still keeping up the primary andesite and spruce type of building. It also gave me an opportunity to use my wool, which I have had, I guess, a lot of. I used almost all of it, I think, making this. I don't know, I don't normally build like this, and I'm really enjoying myself, so I hope you guys like it, and I'm excited to keep doing some more building during this 100 days. What day is it? Day 61! Okay! Awesome, I think I still need to do some material gathering, considering I'm running low on mining resources, and I also want to head back into the Nether, because I wasn't planning on doing it originally, but maybe we'll defeat the Ender Dragon. I don't know, or at least get started on that process. And boop boop. First Eye of Ender. I didn't show this Nether trip because it was incredibly boring. I forgot I was making content and I just went silent, so 'twas not fun footage. Oh wait, I lost my pants. Dang it. While I was in the Nether, I also got some like soul sand and stuff, so I was able to make some lanterns. So I decided I was going to do a little bit of beautification. Mostly just adding paths that lead up to my two most recent builds, and then also doing a bit of terraforming, as you can see, and doing some little bushes along my path. I don't know, I thought adding a little bit of overgrown with the soul lanterns inside of it gave it kind of more of like a mystical vibe, like there's something hiding in the bushes because of the blue. I don't know, just me. I thought that it added a little bit more fantasy to my otherwise very mundane little village setup that I was getting started. I liked it. A little bit of greenery is always nice, especially considering the grass is covered up by snow primarily, especially in this biome. So it just added a little bit of a pop, add a little bit of color, and it was really easy. I just had to get some shears and go to town on trees, which, I mean, we've seen me do that before. Hey, it's amazing what just a little bit of lanterns and leaves can do to make a path really pretty. And I also threw on some berry bushes to add a different color. I don't know, I'm proud of this. I think this looks really nice. Oop, sapling. So I am heading into the Nether to get myself more blaze rods. I also am gonna hit up the warped forest to hopefully get a ton of Endermen. So I'll hit you guys back up when I'm beating up some mobs. Woo! Okay, time to fight the blazes. Give me your rods! So I forgot a boat. We're gonna have to do this old school. Hopefully I don't die. I'm sorry. So I wanted to stop committing murder against my own species. So I called it at 7 ender pearls. So that'll be a total of 8 when we get home. We'll just have to hope that's enough. Yay! I am geared up and ready to go fight the dragon. Probably. I have only ever beaten the ender dragon at the point of recording this once. So, we'll see how this goes. We're gonna actually start hucking our Aya Enders, though, off in that plains biome that I have a portal to in the Nether. So, let's head that way! Woo! Okay. It is day 70, and we're off to fight a dragon. Let's go. Where did it? It went this way. Finally! Oh, it looks like I dug into a library. Finally! Yeah, it kept doubling back over this one area, so I just went to it and dug straight down to bedrock and realized that it was probably not in the right spot. So I dug little peepholes until I found that, and then I started recording. Yeah! Break this real quick. Boop you. Ah! Ooh, I definitely don't have enough. Oh, sadly, couldn't find any other ender pearls in the stronghold, just a lot of like iron and some horse stuff, but nothing really of interest. So I mined up the obsidian I got from dumping water on the lava in here, and now I'm heading to the Nether to hopefully get some endermen. Please. I'm gonna have to hunt for the endermen, aren't I? They don't spawn here. Dang it! Oh wait! Is this my nether fortress? Hold up! This might be my nether fortress. If this is my nether fortress, I'm way closer than I thought I was. Oh my goodness, it is. That is my nether bridge. That's my nether bridge! Oh my gosh! I was so close! This is awesome! Yeah, since this connects to my home, I know exactly where I need to go. Man, that makes life real easy. Yes! I got the pearl! I can skedaddle. I need my boat. Wait. This could save my life in the end. You never know. Okay, guys. Let's do this. Whew. I've only ever done this once before, but let's do this. I wish I had quick draw. Yes! Oh my gosh, did you see that shot? Whoa! I am good at video games. Which way are you gonna be? Okay. Oh wow, 2 beds did so much of its health. Jeebus. I did not expect that. No! I killed myself. I have bread. Ah! Ah! I pearled into fire and magic. Oh, that was a bad idea. A little bit more. No! Oh, this is it. This is it, everybody. I did it! I did it! I only died like how many times? Whew. I lost my pants again. Oh my goodness, guys. We did it. I did not think we were going to do that in these 100 days. What day is it? It is day 74 and we beat the Ender Dragon. We have beaten the game technically. Holy cow, we did it. Hey, Pendragon. Guess who defeated an actual real life dragon? I did. And now back to our regularly scheduled deforestation. For those of you wanting context on why I was so excited about defeating the dragon, in the 10 years I've been playing, I've only ever done it once, and that was last year on a video on this channel. So yeah, I've beaten the Ender Dragon a total of twice, so pretty big deal for me. Pretty big deal. It is day 78, and I built this tree, but I totally forgot to record it with replay mod. So, oops. But yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. I'm not the best at organics or custom trees or really anything like that, but I think once I clear off this area, give it its own little like andesite pathway thing, maybe if I can get some stained glass to have like ice crystals hanging down it or something. I don't know, I was thinking of using it as like a centerpiece for just a little like circle, I guess, nature circle. What is the word for that? Kind of like a town square? No. Courtyard? Probably something along the lines of courtyard. But yeah, I thought it'd be a nice little centerpiece. It's a tree. Okay, it is still day 78, and since I lost basically everything I loved and cared about, and that was actually good in my fight against the dragon, because I am bad at Minecraft, I have to go on a little bit of a resource gathering adventure, more specifically for diamonds. So we are here basically at bedrock level, and I'm going to be doing some strip mining. So enjoy a time lapse of me strip mining. Send help. So yeah, I spent an hour strip mining, but that's not the important part. I'm here to talk about some of our future plans for the rest of this, because we don't have much time left, and I was thinking of honestly just focusing on building from now on, but I was able to get quite a few diamonds and some other resources. As you can see, I fought this little patch of lava and just kind of kept going. Like I said, this is an hour of my life. I'm not getting that back. That is gone forever. Spent digging lines in Minecraft. Fun! So seeing as I've only ever beaten the dragon twice now, and that grinding session allowed me to get all of my gear back and replaced, I think it's time for me to finally do the time-honored tradition of end busting! And my family wonders why I never visit. Why? Why? So many! I don't think I like end busting. I'll leave it to like the professionals or something. People who like doing that. I don't like doing that. Where is my way home? I want to go home. I want to go home. This is why I don't visit my family. So it is currently day 88. And instead of showing you time lapse because they're such small like builds and stuff like that, I thought I'd show you my little egg pedestal. I also built this cute little picnic area over here. So I was getting lonely and I also needed something to do because I was really running out of ideas and, well, time to do anything major. So I did this super simple cabin design and I decided I was gonna fill it with a bunch of snow golems because I was also really lonely. I mean, single player worlds are lonely by nature, but I also didn't really have anything like a village or anything else near me. I had to create my own, so I made this nice, neat, simple log cabin. So it is day 91, and I think I may have made too many friends. Since we are nearing the end of this 100 days, I just decided I was going to connect everything up with the path, and then also neaten up and beautify the little surrounding areas. Just the same kind of thing you've seen me do before, same type of path design, same type of bushes. I don't know, I was running out of ideas. I don't really have much more left I can do, so it's really just making everything look a little bit nicer. I built a well. Oh my gosh, it is day 100. Let's see what we've done. Oh, that took forever, but look at this. We have our nice little house, not super detailed, literally no windows, but what can you do? I was way more interested in all of my other builds. So as we take this nice little path that we made down, I can give you guys what really I think is your first like close-up look to my enchanting area. Oh, why is there dirt there? That's weird. But yeah, this is my little enchanting area. And then we hop back on the path. It takes us to the next thing that we built, the barn. And as you can see, building runs in the family because my little Enderman friend has been digging and building themselves. They've actually built multiple different like 2-block structures. So originally they had like some blocks here. They were looking like they were building a little box around themselves, but now they've just built like a little 2-stack. See, building is hereditary. And then I just have my inside of the barn, all of my animals. I got that little place up there with my hay bales. Then we've got the windmill, which I think is honestly my favorite build I've done in this 100 days. I just think it looks really cool. I think it looks really nice. I also, because I was putzing around, not sure what to do for the last couple days, I completely harvested and replanted the wheat field, which is this much wheat. So every harvest of the field is a lot. I think I'm gonna be set for food for forever, honestly. Then we've got this little area over here to celebrate our beating of the Ender Dragon. I still can't believe I did it. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. That was a lot of fun, and I definitely never plan on going end busting ever again. Then I built this little cabin. It's probably the simplest build that we have here, but I added a little bit of detailing there with the slabs on the side. And then I filled it with friends because I was lonely. I made a lot of them because when you shear the pumpkin off of them, you get it back. So I just used my 2 pumpkins I had to my name to make a bunch of snow golems. So that was fun. And then, next to their house, I decided to build a well, mostly because I needed something to do, and I also thought it looked really cute. I don't know, I just really like this. I think it looks nice. I think it's just a nice little quaint addition. So that was me playing 100 Days of Minecraft. If you guys really enjoyed this video and you stuck around for this long, leave a comment saying peanut butter. Also, I would appreciate if you liked and subscribed if you did enjoy my content, because I do stuff like this, and I plan on doing more stuff like this in the future. Also, let me know if you want me to do a 200 Days of Minecraft. I have no clue what I do, but I am really attached to this world, so I'll keep playing it anyway no matter what. Maybe Let's Play episodes, maybe a 200 days. We will see. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a wild ride. Oh my goodness. I spent way too much time on this. But seriously, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time.